So I've been working out for a good 2.5 years, and I would say that I finally have enough experience to tell some tips and stories of my own. So I've always been the small guy in the weight room, and going into high school, I feel that I'm just falling further and further into the grasp of trivialness as I slowly grow the amount of muscle on my body. Anyways, a good tip for you small people out there is don't pay attention to other people in the weight room. I'm saying this mainly because I used to envy people that were bigger than me, and ended up working myself to the brink of mental breakdown. I was putting so much into working out that I had no energy to do anything else. And I'm not saying to slack off when you're working out, but I am saying to give it all you can and no more. Because if you overwork yourself, you're doing more harm than good. Okay, so back in 6th grade, I was a scrawny little I was a small child, so I didn't want to work out. On a side note, I did a job for a program at my school. This was great because I did this every day during my connections, which was when I had weights. So I never had to go, and I never went. In 7th grade, I was still a scrawny prepubescent 11-year-old. I didn't know how to do any workouts because I hadn't been taught much the previous year. So I decided, hey, I'm going to actually do workouts this year. And I did, but the teacher didn't really teach us much about how to lift. So we all just screwed around with the weights for a year. So 8th grade year rolls around and I'm catching a major case of senioritis, which is a common disease where the host slacks off in classes because they don't really matter. Anyway, I'm going into weights classing and it's going to be a breeze. And well, we got a new teacher that year, and he was from the high school. I'm going to call him Mr. Pacer. Anyway, Mr. Pacer wanted all of us to put effort into our classes, and no one really liked putting effort into their classes. And he expected us to know how to lift already, since we'd been doing this for 2 years of weights. But no, our other teacher taught us nothing. Also, Mr. Pacer made us take these tests called Pacer tests. But that's a story for another time. So we were all expected to know what to do, but we didn't. And because of it, that school year was a long year of him angrily yelling at us and teaching us how to do lifts. Now I'm going into high school this year, and I'm still just a puny little child. And I'm very small, seeing as I'm younger than everyone else in my grade. I was a small kid in a sea of growing, socially awkward, mid-pubescent, half-man teenagers. I have befriended some of the beasts that we call seniors in order to keep me protected from the dangers of high school. I think I'm like a pet to them, but whatever. So back to the point, I'm just a puny little child on a sea of men. But the thing is, I'm no longer the smallest person in the weight room because of my great pursuit of gains. I've grown the muscle needed in order to call myself a not as scrawny kid. To say the least, I've made little leadway to gaining respect from the big boys. One of my favorite seniors, let's say Beethan. I don't know if he watches my videos, but if you do, what's up? Anyway, he was sworn to be my rightful protector from evil. And my senpai. Notice me, senpai. I'm starting to get sleep deprived and loopy, so I'll end this quick. My favorite part about entering the realm of high school is the uncertainty. I don't know what's to come, but whatever happens, I'll be here to tell the tale. This is Fishkill Man, signing off. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. Ha.
There you go. Perfect.
I don't know what to say next.
I just told you what to say.
Wait, what is it?
Ah!
Oh yeah, that was...